Have you ever met somebody in the most magical way ever? You're like, this is the soul of my soul and the flesh of my flesh. This is the person you're going to spend forever with. Let me tell you my story. Sometimes in 2022, I met this particular guy. My foundation has finished, so I'm managing it. We clicked like almost immediately. We exchanged contacts, and I texted him at the end of the day. So we started this conversation that led to a talking stage, and all of a sudden, we were in a talking stage. You know the honeymoon phase of talking stage, yeah? When you guys talk morning to night, non-stop, you're enjoying the conversation, it is going like super well. Like you're like, this is my dream man, this is my dream woman. It was the best time of my life. Meeting this particular person was a dream come true. One of my friends was like, oh, you're not going to remain single for the rest of your life. Congratulations to yourself. And she was like, don't overthink it, just go with the flow. Am I not supposed to go with the flow? After so many weeks of talking, we finally decided to meet. I was so excited to meet. I mean, look at the person I've been talking to, the man of my dreams. There was a time I had like a beach outing, yeah, and I just had to use that opportunity to invite this man of my dreams to come for this particular outing so that we can gist and we can talk. It was going to be overnight. The D-Day finally came, Sha, and we met. It was an overnight thing, so we just talked for a really long time and we made out. To cut the long story short, after the outing, we went back to our various houses. When I got home, yeah, I texted him. He was like, "Oh, when you get home, text me, call me, blah blah blah." And yeah, as soon as I go home, I said hi to him. It was like, okay, he has some things to do for the day, blah blah blah. Okay, no problem. Shey, after the things you have to do for the day, you cannot say hi, how are you? That's how this man did not talk to me. Oh. Later that particular day, he just said, oh, he has been busy all through the day. Okay, no problem. People get busy. The same thing happened the second day. I know the quick learn lesson. I now started with my long epistle. That, what's up? What happened? That, why has he refused to talk to me for the past how many days? I literally asked this man why he has refused to talk to me. You don't suddenly ghost on people. I dropped him a long ass message like, Gasa, explain to me what is wrong with you. He just literally kept telling me of that. Oh, I'm busy. I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you. Until I know rest though. Am I not supposed to rest? I kept on sending these messages, like long ass messages, and he was reading them. So this particular day, he decided to respond to me, and he said, oh, he didn't like what I did during the outing. He said that I didn't pay attention to him during the outing. Like, sir, why would I? Like, you're literally the top of my world right now. You are literally the kind of person I want in my life. Like, you fit every single corner. So tell me, why won't I pay attention to you during our outing? Come up with a better excuse, sir. Don't forget, a friend of mine is actually involved in this whole thing because me finding somebody that I actually like for the very first time in a long time. My friend was very interested in this whole conversation. She was so happy for me. So yeah, I was giving her the updates like, guy, I don't tire. I know they do all this kind of thing. Which kind man be this one? Not until when I called him and he finally picked. And I said, you're literally just like every other man I've met. You're no different. I'm no longer interested. Please come and carry your load and be going. And guess what? I got the attention I was looking for. Because what would a natural Nigerian man do? Gaslight. He just suddenly changed it for me. Why would you tell me you're no longer interested in anything? Don't you know that I'm busy? Don't you know that I've been working? I didn't know you were working before. Why am I looking for a fairy tale relationship? Don't I know that it goes to the gym from work, it goes to work from this blah 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 story that touches the heart. Like, bro, when we on our honeymoon conversation, you were doing all these things, but you had time to talk to me. All of a sudden, you want to go off. And now we've never entered a relationship. What if we not enter a relationship? What will not happen? He's not going to apologize for anything. That no, this is a very stupid conversation. Blah 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 blah. I am not considerate. I am not this. Ogade, relax. Oh, if I didn't actually call you, I didn't pick this call, we will not be having this conversation. You literally keep me on mute while you go on your daily activities, Mr. Man. He ended the call. I called my friend. I said, see, all this rubbish, I don't like it. This particular girl, those kind of friends that will push you inside water. This is the kind of friend. She was like, oh, it's your fault. Why would you go and meet him and tell him that kind of thing? I have told you, don't overthink it. Just go with the flow. Go with the flow. This man is putting me on mute 24/7. You're telling me go with the flow. I can't go with that kind of flow. She said, go back and call him. I'm begging. Before I would actually use my mind, my church mind to apologize to you, yeah, it will take time. Like, no, I need to offend you properly. Well, I know personally that I've offended you. That is when I will apologize. But my friend is now telling me, oh, you cannot miss this man. You have to keep this man. So go and apologize. Hey, I now carried myself to go and apologize. Apologizing to Adam. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be inconsiderate. I'm just trying to, look out for myself. And he was like, oh, you need attention. No, I can't give you the attention you need. Hello. You've been giving me attention from the beginning. We've gotten to this point. You're telling me that you cannot give me that kind of attention I need because he's working and I am not working. So you're telling me that I'm so jobless to be in love. Really? So he was like, call me back tomorrow. Let's continue this conversation tomorrow. Okay, no problem. I called the next day. After the entire conversation, now we became friends again. No longer like before because I I just did not want to risk liking somebody that is just going to take me for granted. Yeah, the friendship ended at the end of the day. One thing led to the other. It ended. And he just sent in like one long ass message telling me it's my fault that this whole thing is not working. Even though it's going to be my fault, I tried my best to make it work. But no, your stubborn head and stubborn head cannot jam. Will break block. Fast forward to 1 year later, he sent me a message on Snapchat saying, oh, he's just checking up on me. He cannot really remember why we stopped talking in the first place. And I'm like, hello, excuse me. You were trying to gaslight me, man. You are trying to put all your worst problem on me. Like, bro, I just didn't sit down and let you control my life. Something like that. You know, we were actually vibing again on Snapchat. When I told you that this man is the man of my man and the soul of my soul and the dream of my dream, we started vibing again. Like, it didn't even occur to me to be like, okay, what are you looking for here? You've caused havoc in my life. Why are you here again? Shay, I should have just left the conversation like that. Something about me here, if you're my friend and we lost touch, if we finally decide to start talking again, I will make sure we actually try and remember what made us stop talking in the first place. Like, bro, you have to tell me why did you stop talking in the first place? That's where we are going to start from. That is where, since we are coming back to becoming friends, that is where the entire conversation is going to start from. Please tell me if I passed my boundary because why did I decide to reminisce all everything that has happened between us and why we stopped talking and all of a sudden this man is cutting the call. I thought you said you forgot what happened and I'm reminding you that okay, this is exactly what happened between us. And you're cutting the call, sir. He was like, yeah, you just opened a bitter wound. Why would I remind him of the atrocity that I did? Sir? When I said I wanted to leave, you gaslighted me into apologizing and coming back, and you still treated me like trash. Talking to this man 1 year after, he just gave me this damn, you have been missing something, and this is what you have been missing. He's back in your life. Why not just grab it? But my stubbornness is like, no. Imagine talking to somebody for the first time after 1 year and you guys had to end the call on yourself because you got mad at the fact that you were talking about what happened the previous time. Oh my god, I'm going to be single for a long time. He just sent me a message to tell me how stubborn I am. And he said he wants peace in his life. I'm supposed to be the one to give you peace because I'm a very peaceful person. I'm not going to lie, it's still promising with this man. I still see a future with us. But right now, we've actually settled our fight, and this is a new year. We've had a resolution that I will try not to be stubborn. So as long as I've already promised that I will not be stubborn this year, the future is bright. Don't expect a transition. This is all you're going to get. Bye bye.